Yo guys, my name is Zopreme, and in today's video I'm talking about Flash Season 3 and quite possibly Flash Season 4 and who is the Thinker. So guys, if you don't know who the Thinker is, then he's basically a Flash villain just to start off with, but in the latest episode 18, Abracadabra did indeed name drop a certain villain, and he said this to Flash when he was actually naming other villains. He said, "You've come up against Reverse Flash, Zoom, DeVoe, but nothing's hurt you like Savitar." So he's basically putting DeVoe, aka the Thinker, in the category of Reverse Flash, Zoom, all season main villains in each season, season 1, 2 and 3, alongside Savitar. And DeVoe is actually not a speedster, he's actually a non-speedster, and he actually gets his powers from this certain device. Now I'm just going to go into his origin and some information about him. The Thinker, aka Clifford DeVoe, is a very early Flash villain. He started out as a good man and worked as a district attorney. Because of corruption and injustice, Clifford started drinking, as he was actually in some kind of lawsuit with a mobster and it didn't really go well, and corruption and all that made him start drinking and all of that. Eventually, just to break it down, he eventually got the name The Thinker when loads of mobs wanted him as a leader, as he did a lot of things after his drinking that made him kind of stand out, you could say. The Thinker was first imprisoned by the Flash, which drove the two men to become mortal enemies. So they were enemies quite a long time, well known to each other. He always sought out new scientific devices to use, and his most important device was the thinking cap, which gave him telepathy and project mental force, where he could make people do whatever he wanted to. You could put him in the same villainous powers as Kilgrave from Jessica Jones, so he's controlling other people to do stuff for him. And the Thinker would use this device repeatedly over the years to do all his evil deeds. His suspended animation time in Keystone kept the Thinker young over the years, and he continued his crime and his criminal career in modern times, so he literally didn't age. He controlled other villains to do his job for him. You could say, you know, as I said before, he was like Kilgrave from Jessica Jones, the same sort of kind of villain, and obviously he's a non-speedster, so that's quite an important thing to remember. Eventually, Clifford DeVoe gave up doing crime and went back to his hometown, and if you think about it, they could actually do this. Like, they could make the Thinker the main villain, and he could control speedsters, or he could control some other people, so he could be the main villain. They could be tricking us. Clifford DeVoe was diagnosed with cancer, and Jay Garrick, who was his nemesis or sworn enemy, but now friends, wanted to save DeVoe by putting the thinking cap on, which was the cause of his cancer. But if he put the thinking cap on, he'd actually survive. But DeVoe wanted to rest in peace. He didn't want any more of it, and he kind of left the crime and kind of gave up. But he did a lot of things with it within his time being a criminal to affect Flash. But the main thing to remember is Mr. Terrific took Clifford's thinking cap, and then he became the new Thinker. So you could say that if they do this in Flash, it'll be the Mr. Terrific version, as Mr. Terrific does more with the thinking cap than Clifford did at the start. But they could just do a new thing where they just make Clifford DeVoe a bigger character for Flash Season 4, as I do think he will be the villain for next season, and I think could be a good one with the right directing and the right storyline, plus, you know, good acting, as I can expect from the Flash. So yeah guys, this was kind of an insight of Clifford DeVoe's origin in the comics and how they could possibly implement him to the Flash by, you know, maybe changing a couple of things and making Clifford DeVoe the actual thing, the Thinker, not Mr. Terrific, who was the predecessor to Clifford DeVoe. So yeah guys, I did hope you liked this video. Tell me in the comments below what you think. Do you think he's got the potential to be a good villain? And yeah, my name's Zopreme. You guys have been the best. As always, peace out.